What's up everyone, I'm YellowPro7 and today I got a game of Team Deathmatch on Kowloon from the First Strike map pack for you guys. It's a pretty good game for a Team Deathmatch. It's 25-1, the final score is that, 25 kills, 1 death. And I'm using the G11 with no attachment, which is pretty good gun. And also in the beginning I was a little bit campy just because I was trying to get this contract done, so I have to get like certain amount of blackbirds in a certain amount of time. So forgive me for being a little bit campy in the beginning, but the rest of the gameplay is pretty entertaining and hopefully you guys will enjoy the background gameplay. But today, as you read the title, if you did, you know that I'm not talking about the gameplay. Actually, I want to tell you guys a real life funny story. So yeah, without wasting time, I just want to thank you for every single one of you who subscribed. And that's because 2 days ago or 3 days ago, when I was uploading my Minecraft episode 3 Let's Play series that I started for hitting 50 subscribers, when I was uploading that, I see this thing popping up saying that now I'm allowed to post videos longer than 15 minutes, which is the regular limit. And I'm like, oh my god, are you serious? Then I really didn't believe it the first second, but then I see that it's actually real. I am allowed to do that, and that's just because the support that you guys have given me, so thank you for that. But alright, let's not waste more time and let's go ahead and get into the real life funny story. So this is the story. So basically it's Saturday afternoon and it's this girl's party. It's like birthday party, so like I'm invited to it, and it's a bowling party, so we go have some fun. And I don't want to say you guys didn't heard it from me, but I lost the bowling games that like we played, and I lost, but like I was like third or no, not third. I was like anything fourth or below every 5 or 6 games that we played. But after the bowling part of the birthday party, then we decided to go to Americana. So if you live anywhere by Glendale, California, Los Angeles, which I don't live in Glendale, but I live somewhere around it. So after driving a little, you go to Americana and in Glendale. And yeah, and Americana, if you don't know what it is, it's basically this place which is, it's like a huge place which there's theaters, clothing stores, bookstores, libraries, and all those cool stuff in it. So like so we go there and we go to the theater. Girls go watch a movie. I don't know what is it. I think The Roommate. It was like 2 or 3 months ago. The story happened actually. This thing happened not 2 or 3, 1 month ago actually. 1 or 2 months ago. So yeah, The Roommate and The Right were popular movies. I don't know popular, but they were out on the theater. So girls went to watch The Roommate and us guys went to watch The Right, which is a pretty good movie. Sometimes you get bored because they extend the talking part so much, but it's a horror movie about exorcism. It's pretty fun to watch, and I liked I liked it. And whoa, did you see that fail? I jumped across and I failed. So yeah, that was just a random thing about the gameplay. But yeah, so after we watch the movie, I will actually recommend going watching The Ride if you like horror movies. But yeah, so after the movie, we all met up in the middle, not the middle, like somewhere in the theater. So then when we were all talking about the movies and how it was and stuff like that, there's this guy, not guy, what am I saying, the birthday girl said that this is a model behind me. So I looked behind me, and this is like, there's like this tall, skinny, hot girl, blonde girl, and I'm like, whoa, she's not a model though, cause like I didn't think she would be a model just by herself alone in Americana in the theater. So they dare me and to go ask if she's a model, and I'll take the dare, because if you know me, I take any dares. Like I like to accept any deals, dares, and stuff like that. So I accepted dare, and I'm like, fine, I'll do it. So I go follow her. I'm like, lady, because I don't know her name. So I'm like, lady, hello, lady, and she doesn't hear me for some reason. She doesn't look back. So she keeps walking, and we get to this corner. She turns around the corner and she walks in. So I turn around and I walk in, and it's like this party where there's like all these models there, and all of them are blonde, tall, skinny, and stuff like that. So all of them basically look the same, because for some reason they were all wearing clothes that were white color and stuff like that. So it's pretty confusing, and I didn't really see the model's face that I was there to ask if she's a model. So now I'm like, oh fine, I'll walk in and ask every single one if they're a model, and hopefully when I get to the one that I think it's familiar, then I'll be like, then that would be the model that I was following to get to the party thing that they're having, the models. So I'm gonna go in, and this is like the security people. They're asking that, why you here? And I'm like, only way that I could have gone in is if I made up something. Like I'm like, for my book report, book reports are like projects that you have to read a book and like do a report or something like that. Or I actually didn't say book report. I think I just said project. For my project of school, I have to interview models. So that's why I'm here. So they let me go. And at that time, like I have no pencils, no paper. So just to make it not look fake, I'm like, since it was raining, I'm like, I lost I'm like, wait, what did I say? I think I said that I lost my paper and like a notebook. So can you guys give me one paper and a pencil? So they gave me this pencil and notebook, thinking that I'm actually going to interview these models. And so I'm like, I go in, and now I have to, like, they know that I'm gonna ask them if they're models and stuff like that, because I'm interviewing them. So there's few guy models there, not models, there's some guys there, and I think they were like, I don't know, bodybuilders, something like that. They were just there, and so I have to ask everyone. So I have to ask the guys if they're like models and basically act like I'm interviewing them. So that was pretty weird. They were staring at me like, what the hell is this kid saying? And at the same time, I'm like, oh god, when can we get through the guys? I want to get to the girls part because they were kind of hot. But yeah, after that, so I interview, but not really interview, just waste time about looking at some faces of the models. And after about 10 minutes looking through 20 models, I find the model that I was there to ask. So I go up to her and I'm like, are you a model? And it turns out that she wasn't a model. She was just like not the producer, like maybe the designer. Yeah, I think it turns out, if I remember correctly, she was the designer or something like that, the sponsor designer, stuff like that. I'm not really sure because I don't really remember. But yeah, turns out that she was not the actual model. So basically I go back and I'm like, she's not a model. So I'm like, I win. Then at the end, it turns out that I actually asked the wrong one. So we all go and ask the real one if she's a model, and she says yeah. And the one that said she's actually a model, which was the one I followed in, but like asked the wrong person that if she was a model, because they all looked the same. Trust me, they were like 20 hot girls. So, but anyways, we asked that if she's a model, and she's like yeah, and basically I lose their deal or whatever. So yeah, that's the end of the game, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. I'm YOLOPro7 and I'm out. Peace.